Now, we go back to the question of, well, okay, how do epidemics look like? Well, these were three answers to that question. They may look like this, but part of what is involved in how do they look like, when we're turning to this question about the looks, we're really trying to brainstorm of, let's use some mathematics to quantify. Here, the key is to quantify, and then perhaps it's not just so much how they look, but how they are quantified. And in that effort, we're going to have additional tools to answer this question of how do they look, what are the looks, okay? Now, let's go back to the idea of transmission. Remember that I showed you that cartoon where there was one infected host and was paired with another host that initially was not infected, and eventually the pathogen was passed on, right? So they were first blue, and then when they became infected, they were red. Well, the transmission and the action of passing on, now I'm showing you these photos of people on a day in the life, right, of different individuals in a given community. And now I'm drawing some lines here. I am trying to illustrate that, yes, this may be how people around you look like, but the notion of how they hang out with each other, how they interact with each other, that notion is embedded, it is underlined in understanding the transmission, the way in which the pathogen will find its way to move from one host to another host has to do with these lines that I'm drawing here. These lines are representing how these individuals in this community may be connected to one another. So maybe, people here on the upper left, maybe one is the chef of the other one, and there are all individuals here that may attend meetings, maybe city council meetings or something, and some other individuals may be classmates, maybe they take a class, they attend the same university or community college or something of that sort. And so this notion of denoting relationships, interactions, representing that here with a line, this starts kind of giving you an idea of the representation between interactions among individuals, okay? So then this leads us to the question of, okay, but when we're talking about transmission, and we know transmission here is the ability to pass the pathogen from one host to another host, then we're going to define or give a definition for something we're going to call contacts, okay? So a pathogen, examples of pathogens, a bacterium is a pathogen, a virus is a pathogen, right? And transmission is this ability to move or pass from one host to another host. Contact is defined as an opportunity for transmission of infection to take place, okay? So a contact may refer to a transmission opportunity, or it may refer to a pairing. Remember my cartoon where there were two hosts, right? A pairing of two individuals, such that pairing, that chance in which they get together, they attend class, they go to the same school, or they go to that meeting, right? A pairing of two individuals with the potential of transmission. These are two things that are maybe involved in a contact. And two of the most important features of contacts are going to include the number of contacts per unit of time, and also the number of different individuals with whom these contacts happen, with whom these contacts occur. Okay, these are two of the main characteristics.